Tucson's rock station. Rock 102.1, Oro Valley, Tucson. An Arizona Lotus Corp radio station. You want it? You got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Wednesday, May 13th. Good morning, Yas Money.
Good morning.
Good morning, Kendall.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning in to the show. Another huge show lined up for you today with tons of giveaways. Of course, we are smack dab in the middle of our Disney giveaway week where we're giving away a 4-pack of tickets, one park per day for 2 days. That's happening at 8 a.m. this morning. And keep in mind, you win that prize, you're automatically qualified for the grand prize, which is a 3-day, one park per day, plus a Disneyland resort stay, family vacation. Really hope to hook you up on that. I saw what Jeremy won yesterday. I was super excited, posted about it on social media, his wife and him celebrating, just couldn't believe it. And that's the type of joy that we want to see. You know, so that's up happening at 8 o'clock. On top of that, we're going to have Shane from Tucson Games and Gadgets hanging out with us. I knew this was going to happen. Hold on.
It's funny. I was thinking about Shane.
Why?
He's fun. I just miss seeing him around here, you know?
Right. Yeah. And I'm sure you guys can hear me right now. Sorry, I'm having like a technical thing. Shane is fun. So Shane's coming in 8 o'clock hour, doing a round of tap out. And we're going to kind of showcase some of the fun that he missed on this last Beef Games. That Punish Me Daddy was a big hit. And, you know, it's funny because we warned people ahead of time, said, hey, by participating in Beef Games, we'll be taking pictures, we'll be taking video, we'll be posting these things on our social medias and our website. That is your legal disclaimer. And then we had a group of guys who came in, like, again, I think they were just from out of town. Who knows? They just came from golfing. They aggressively infiltrated the games. They're just like, oh, yeah, we're going to take these idiots' prizes. That didn't work out like that. You know, these games are, you know, set up and designed in a way that are more fair than that. But they got their way on the stage, and to their credit, they were participating, having a lot of fun. And I posted in my stories yesterday a picture of a dude who just pulled his pants down. Now, I didn't ask him to pull his pants down. This wasn't even part of the description of saying, hey, you must pull down your pants. He's just like, no.
Voluntary, 100%.
Yes. And then just looking out into the crowd, right? Just showing things off, dude. And my buddy Marcus was pecker checking him hard. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And
what was his discovery?
I mean, the guy was packing. So you give him that. You could tell with the side profile pic that I posted on our stories.
I did not see.
Yeah, you'll see it. Yeah, it's on the KFMA stories. And that's the thing.
I'm okay.
So part of the Punish Me Daddy is if you fail to do an objective, you got to get a punishment. And if you refuse to do the punishment, you're out of the game. And so the punishment was, okay, Mr. Hotshot, Mr. I like to take my pants off in front of everybody. Let me take a picture of you right now and post it on your social media page, your Facebook page, because you look like you're over the age of 45. So I know you got a Facebook.
Damn.
And then he quit, right? Little do you know, that wasn't going to stop me from posting on social media. So go ahead and take a gander, if you will. It was a good time. And hopefully they come back and have a good time. And maybe they're even listening here. Probably not.
I wish we would have remembered their name. Do you remember his name?
I mean, there's name tags there. So
yeah, I know, but I couldn't remember. Well, now I want to look them up. What do you do? Why didn't you want us to post anything on socials?
Do you think people enjoyed those guys on stage? I mean, it was kind of like fun, but it was also kind of like, you're kind of a douchebag,
well,
you know?
You know what? I look at it like professional wrestling aspect, right? They came on stage and a couple of those guys had that heel energy, right?
Right.
And so then, then people were kind of rooting against those guys.
Logan Paul specifically energy.
I mean, that
just
could be the case. Could be the case. These are guys that you could tell come in and they feel like they rack up dubs on a regular basis and whatever the case may be. You know, I don't want to be too judgmental, you know, because I'm just like, oh, you know, our people.
I think one of them was from here.
Yeah, good. And then they're probably visiting for a bachelor party or something like that.
I caught them cheating.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, none of them really won.
Yeah.
And that's the way.
One of them wanted my phone number.
Yes.
And they didn't get it. So they
Oh.
definitely lost.
Oh,
They
losers.
lost.
Yeah, so they were there for like a bachelor party or something, trying to smash. And then they're just like, hey, do I get any prizes? Because I want to give it to this hot girl. I'm like, nah, sorry, bro.
No.
You're going to have to work on your personality as game and not just to bribe them or just offer them money. It's a weird flex, but I get it. If you have a bunch of money, then that's the easiest way to impress.
Yeah.
I've always had to try harder because money was never really an option in my game. But hey, to each his own. Either way, you can see those pictures, and there'll be more pictures and videos being posted on our social media page as we get ready for the 5th anniversary of the Beef Vegan Presents show program. And thank you for having us the last 5 years. That's amazing. And we're going to do a big party shindig June 5th, Friday at St. Phil's Plaza. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get into our top story today. Of course, the controversy, even nationally, is, Sheriff Nanos and whether or not his department and him in particular dropped the ball in the Nancy Guthrie case, right? And why you laugh? Because I say
Guthrie.
That's why I say it.
All of a sudden, it's Nancy Guthrie.
If you're gonna go old country and say it properly, I'm sorry. I was like, okay. Anyways, with that though, there was a vote last night on whether or not he should be stripped of his title and his job. What?
I just feel like that's so messed up. Like it's such a delicate topic, but it's like it was known from the very beginning that this wasn't going to be resolved in a sense. Like there was no leads. And
I had that
they
feeling
made
right
it
away.
They made it very clear. And they tried to keep the information as closed off to the public as possible because of everything that they were doing online. Like all these influencers being their own investigative reporters and like tampering with the property and things like that. So I just feel like they're not giving him like a fair shot, really. Like this was just like a really big case that they tried to just close off to the public and, they lied to the public. Well, okay. Let them investigate, you know?
I think a part of this, and I'm getting messages as we speak of this, of, disparaging comments against Sheriff Nanos. And, honestly, the reputation of Sheriff Nanos, even before going into this case, was not great, right? So this was just like an added reason to try to oust them. But, the Pima County Board of Supervisors did vote against removing Sheriff Nanos from office last night after weeks of controversy surrounding his leadership, his work history, allegations of misconduct, and more. Supervisor Steve Christie made a motion to vacate Nanos' position, but nobody seconded it. And so the motion failed. The board then voted 4-0 to take no action, with Christie abstaining. Of course, controversy centers around those accusations that Sheriff Nanos may have lied under oath about disciplinary issues from the time with El Paso Police Department in the 1980s, along with criticism over the department morale as he was handling a high-profile investigation like this on a national scale. I mean, hell, even FBI Director Kash Patel has fired shots at the sheriff's direction, but he made a face. He has kind of point and blame.
He totally threw shade and threw fire at him, but it's just like Kash Patel.
I know. Kash Patel's got his own issues right now.
Oh, man.
I get it, right? So either way, for right now, Sheriff Nanos' position is safe. They voted 4-0 for him to keep his job. And I know there's a lot of like county employees that are like, damn it, man.
Yeah.
People have worked with him directly. Allegedly not always the best experience, right? But that's your top story today. Let's get right into our show. We got your Morning Moron coming up next. And again, lots of giveaways, including tickets for Silver Sun pickups and tickets for Meet the Chefs that's going down this Sunday at Desert Diamond Sahuarita. Let's continue with Green Day. Here's Good Riddance on Rock 102.1 KFMA. Oh, we got a great show lined up for you today, and we're getting ready for, a lot. Of course, we got Chef Ken in studio. And coming up,
what's up, Tucson?
We're going to speak with the president. President Trump's going to be calling in to the show. He called us this morning, and we recorded that. It's kind of a big deal. So, yeah, that's the first time now we spoke with the president. We talked to a lot of different people, So today we have Chef Ken and the president. So
I don't think the lime's going to get any better, dude. Let's shut it down.
I know. It's set up, dude. We're going to be hyping up here Meet the Chefs, which is happening this Sunday. And I know that we've already talked to you about it. And I'm like, oh, you're coming in again, hyping it up. So, there's 17 chefs. And we kind of got a rundown of a lot of their different offerings that they're going to be doing.
Okay.
So, I got some inside information for you.
Okay.
Yeah. So just a heads
Not
up.
a state secret.
Is that legal? Is that cheating?
Should be. No, I don't think it's cheating. Rock 102.1 KF, man. Welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. Hanging out here on the podcast broadcast with Chef Kenneth Foy from Dante's Kitchen and just one of the restaurants. Is it Dante's Kitchen right now?
Dante's Tavern right now.
Okay, man. Well, stop changing the name and I'll be able to say it.
Whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Whatever.
Dante's Tavern is a good look, and it is one of my favorite buildings and restaurants in town, right there off of Grant. So Dante's Tavern is now focusing on a lot of the kind of comfort food aspect of the Sexy
Nailed
Grilled
it.
Cheese
Yep.
Company. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's the menu like right now?
We got the poppers on there. We got the escargot on there. We got all the grilled cheese on there.
Have you done escargot, Kendall?
I have not. That's snails, right?
Yes. Are you afraid to try escargot?
Not afraid at all.
Good. Yeah.
I think they're just drowned in butter pretty much,
Yeah,
right?
escargot is a reason to eat garlic and butter.
Yeah.
Mm.
If
If you like garlic bread, you're going to like escargot.
Is it pretty much the same as like oysters, like that kind of texture, I would imagine, or like clams or something?
No. When done right, they're braised, so pretty tender. So not any of that rubbery, kind of slimy, kind of a vibey.
Not seafoody. It's more like beefy or chickeny.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That tracks.
And he does it right. So, we're going to be talking Meet the Chefs, what Chef Kenneth Foy and Dante's Tavern is going to be offering this Sunday. Plus, I'll possibly even give away a pair of tickets for Meet the Chefs so you can join us. Rico's popping in on the podcast broadcast as well. And our top story coming up next will be the downfall of humanity will be live streamed. All these live streamers getting in trouble while monetizing it on Kick. I got a little rundown on that and a whole lot more. So stick around or join us, youtube.com/beefvegan, because we're live on the podcast broadcast. Claire. All right. So with that said, I do got Rico in. Let's get Rico situated, and then we'll be right back with a foursome, if you will. Earlier this morning, we did our morning moron, and in case you missed it, it went like this. Check it out.
What's going on, man?
Rock on 2.1 KF, man. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Now 6:18 in time for your morning moron. Let's do this. All right. The lesson of today's morning moron will be like, if you're going to give yourself a felony, right, or put yourself in a position to get a felony, make it worth it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure
if it's worth it, let me work it.
Yeah, the risk is worth the reward. The risk.
And rebirth.
Listen, no, stop with the just random quotes, Missy Elliott. I'm saying if like the risk needs to be worth the reward, and that's the moral of this story. As someone in Washington called the police at 2 a.m. on a Monday when they said they saw someone damaging the entry gate at the Tacoma Police Headquarters. So they went to the police headquarters and started doing damage. Now, it's pretty odd that someone has to witness that and call inside the building being like, hey, you guys, your place getting messed up right now. If you looked outside, you realize criminal activity is right at your doorstep. Anyways, it didn't take long for cops to respond because they literally just walked outside. Yeah. Like they were inside. It was a 24/7 operation.
Imagine they took long.
Yeah, right? Carl's on the can. Just like, yo, give me 5 minutes.
Gotta finish that donut.
No, that's stereotype. All right. So they saw the man, later identified as Marvel Walker Jr. His name's Marvel.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, pretty badass. He was holding a piece of concrete over his head and then dropping it over the fence onto the police property. Right now, it was like, okay, what the hell is your problem, Marvel? They frisked him and they found a piece of black coated metal in his hoodie pocket that was shaped like an O. He said he found it on the ground, but it turned out that O was from the word police.
Oh my gosh.
On the police department sign. So he went to steal the O from police, and then it's police. I mean, I don't understand why you would want to do that. And if this was in Oregon, maybe you want to represent your state to put it up as like a frat boy decoration. So, you're a big fan of the Ducks, something. But the O in Washington just makes no sense. Officers determined that it had been freshly pried off. So Marvel had been charged with second-degree malicious mischief and third-degree malicious mischief. I can't even. They gave him two different degrees of malicious mischief.
There's no way that's real. Malicious. Now you got me not.
It's not easy to say before 7 a.m. Yeah.
Malicious.
Yeah.
Mischief.
And a second-degree criminal trespass. Now, so like I said at the beginning of this story, when going into these scenarios, you have to make sure the risk is worth the reward. Now, obviously, you shouldn't commit crimes. You shouldn't steal things from police officers, but you should also not make it that easy and make it to the point where you're going to get busted and get a couple felonies for an O. Like, oh no, that's not a good idea.
Oh, you're going to jail.
Yep. And luckily for him, all he had to do was take a couple steps right inside. So no long trip, no carpool, no nothing. I don't even know if they handcuffed him. They just grabbed him by the neck and just walked him right into the building. And for that, I got to say, Marvel, the Washington man, is today's Morning Moron. We're back here on the live stream, getting everyone all situated. Now, coming up next is our conversation with the President of the United States. We talked with Donald Trump today.
Really?
Yeah, in China. Imagine what that phone bill would be like. How much does that cost? Or does that
That's
even...
not a thing anymore.
Is it not a thing anymore?
Yeah.
Because cell phones?
It's all digital.
Damn.
It's been missing out.
Yeah. How much
calling all
would
his
it have
Vietnamese
been?
girlfriends.
You're like, how many minutes is he paying for on this call?
By the way, I just want to bust your balls real quick, just on the stream, Ken. So I'm looking up. I'm like, Dante's Tavern. That's good. Let me just pull up the website. Oh, no, okay, that's still Dante'sFireAZ.com. And then when you go to Dante'sFireAZ.com, it says Dante's fucking kitchen. Ooh. So, like, pick a lane, bro. You got three names.
Read the copy. Read the copy, bro.
Is there a copy? Where's the copy?
I don't know.
Nah, there's no copy.
They asked me all that stuff the other day, but
all right, well, I'm just pointing that out.
Outside the building.
No, it looks good. I drive by it every day. So, all right, with that said, here's our conversation with the president from this morning. We're going to be back with Chef Ken right after this. Check it out. The guests continue to get bigger and bigger, and currently right now on the geopolitical scale, the president of the United States has just landed in China. Now, the president, he does love media. I'm very surprised, but honored at the same time to get this phone call. Ladies and gentlemen, the president of the United States, Mr. President, how are you doing?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. We're doing pretty well. And we're good and tremendously big. And we were able to land a tremendously sized airplane in China.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he's currently in
We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to be talking about a tremendous amount of things. And wanted to tell you guys a little bit about it.
Yeah, what are you doing over in China? What's the main objective?
Our main objective is to talk with Xi Jinping and about the Famous, the Strait of Famous, which sounds like a hair product if you think about it, like Famous for hair.
Yeah.
Anyways, we want to make sure that China's not sending anything to Iran, and hopefully we can make some good deals.
Yeah, it would be a good deal. In fact, actually, I did hear that President Xi put pressure on Iran to basically end this war just so you wouldn't be upset. Did you hear about these rumors? Are you happy about that?
Well, I think China realizes how important it is for Iran to come to the table. And, we need to start getting things, doing a lot of things much better.
Okay, yeah.
China's not been nice in the past, but they're going to be nice now.
Why are they going to be nice now?
They know that first of all, this America, which is a tremendous place, a great place, we hold the cards right now, and we want to bring peace. We want to bring good deals, but this regime is horrible, and Iran knows that China knows that we can't give them a nuclear weapon.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Yesterday, before you flew out to China, there's a couple takeaways from a little presser that you did on the White House lawn. One is that you're not considering the affordability for Americans. Like I paid $5 a gallon in gas this morning. Gas is a big issue for Americans. Are you like, do you not care about the affordability in the country, or is it all about the focus on Iran right now?
Well, first of all, you're being very disrespectful.
No,
I don't think you understand. But, this is going to be trickling down. Okay, you can't. We're going to get gas prices much lower. People are already affording a lot of things they couldn't have before.
Like what?
And it's very important that we get this settled. But you have to listen. Okay, you can't take away little sound bites.
Okay. Sorry, I apologize. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, Mr. President. What about this ballroom? You said that it was initially looking like it was going over budget, but then you doubled the size of the ballroom. Now it's under budget. How does that work?
We went by our own plan, and first of all, we haven't had a ballroom for 150 years, and we need a tremendous ballroom. We need to be able to entertain people, and it's going to be a big, beautiful ballroom, a Charlie Kirk ballroom. I think we wanted to call it that one. And we're going to hold a UFC event, the Ultimate Fighting event, in the White House too. I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, that's going to be fun. That will be fun. I'm looking forward to that fight. Okay, so now that you're in China, what do you like to do for fun while you're in China, Mr. President? This is a good softball question, right? Huh? You got your buddy here?
Well, they did invite me to a little beauty pageant. They call it beauty pageant. I think Chinese women, they can be very beautiful, very tidy.
They can be. They can be very beautiful. Yes, sir.
But,
and what are you?
Xi Jinping wanted me to see that one.
Yeah. What are you going to say, Kendall?
That's one of the things we do, but it's a lot of good sites. It's a beautiful country, a lot of beautiful things. We just need to get things nailed down with that policy.
Okay. And Kendall?
Yeah, Mr. President, what do you eat when you're in China? Because I don't know. Do they have McDonald's
there? First of all, well, yeah, they have a lot of tremendous burgers, and they make my own burgers basically because for safety reasons, we don't want McDonald's in China. God knows what they have. Their food there. Probably some cats, probably dogs, or something like that.
Oh no!
If they're chasing the cats. They're chasing the dogs.
No.
You remember this one?
Yeah, I do remember that. I don't know if the president should say that about China before visiting President Xi there, but
it's a wonderful country, but they have different. I think they have different values than we do.
Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, I mean, it is. I do think it's a good thing that our presidents and superpowers meet with each other and hopefully have some sort of diplomacy. And if this could lead to the end of the Iran war, then that should be a great thing. So hopefully when you come back.
I think so, too. And that's up to Iran. That's up to the Iranian regime to end its stronghold and stop making nuclear weapons. That's the biggest thing in the world. They got to stop racing towards a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
They have to do it. They're going to do it. They will do it.
It's amazing. I can't believe we're talking to the president here. President, I know you're Mr. President, I know you're super busy. Let's just end it on this question, okay? Obviously, you mentioned the UFC card that's going to be happening on the White House lawn. Those tickets are super expensive.
Big card.
Yeah. Is there any other events you're looking to throw on the White House lawn? What other kind of events?
You could hold a lot of things. I mean, we're going to be able to do tremendous things with a ballroom. We could hold a lot of different kinds of events, a lot of sporting events. But, for right now, having this UFC event on a beautiful lawn, nothing but a big, beautiful octagon. And people punching the crap out of each other. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Okay, well, yeah, that's president, everybody. Legitimately just promoting the UFC and world peace and everything else. Yes. Well, hopefully we get those gas prices down soon, Mr. President. And I wouldn't mind to be able to afford groceries here soon, too. That would be nice, okay?
Maybe we'll invite you to the opening of the ballroom, your wonderful radio station. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Mr. President, President Trump, everybody.
Take care.
All right, yeah.
Dude, moving up.
I know. We talk to famous people all the time and stuff. I don't think none gets more famous than that man right there. So that was interesting. And it was my first conversation with the president. I couldn't go full Barbara Walters because,
I'm still shocked you didn't ask him about the Vince McMahon and the wrestling background.
You're right.
Get into that.
I know. You know what? Yeah, or Epstein. I was going to get to all that. And then, unfortunately, I had to talk about lawn for like 5 minutes.
The ballroom.
Yeah. And so that's happened this morning. We're going to get on the air here in about 8 seconds and pretend like none of that ever happened. So we don't alienate the other half of our audience here. Rock 102.1. Okay, man, welcome back to Beef Vegan Presents. That was Beastie Boys' No Sleep Till Brooklyn. Hanging out here with the full house this morning in celebration to Meet the Chefs, which is happening here on this Sunday from 2 to 6 p.m. And what's great about that is in studio, we have a former two-time Iron Chef champion and Chef Kenneth Foy. Welcome back, Chef.
Welcome. Great to see you.
Yeah, now, we're looking to try to run it back, make it on to the Iron Chef competition to claim that title back.
That's the goal.
Yeah, what's that title mean to you, Chef?
Oh, it means the world, but, I got to get through the phase 1, which is making it through Sunday.
Yeah, and you know what?
Nothing's guaranteed.
Phase 1 this year is going to be harder than ever with 17 chefs, including yourself. So 16 other competitors. Well, we'll see how many people show up to the dance, right?
Ouch.
Because I was talking to some of them, right? And it's been great meeting all these chefs, a lot of passionate culinary experts here, but I'm like, hey, there's going to be 17 chefs there. You kind of see their eyes widen. Sometimes the fire in their eyes, bring it on. And then sometimes a little bit of fear, like, wait a second, what I sign up for? Right? So we'll see what we sign up for.
The largest one that I've ever had?
The largest that I can recall during our tenure as Arizona Lotus Meet the Chefs. I don't know if it's the largest one ever, though, right? I mean, when you first...
I've seen slightly bigger fields when they were back at
the OG days.
Yeah, at Casino del Sol. Oh, even before that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, you know what? I mean, it's getting back there. Obviously it's a prominent title. It does help businesses. I mean, when you are in the Iron Chef competition, you see the little Iron Chef boost, if you will. And then you have...
Ain't nothing little about it.
Yeah, nothing little about it. You see it. Yeah. So it's great. Now, we were asking all these chefs what they're bringing to the dance as far as for us fatties who are going to just show up just to eat free food.
You and the general public.
Yes, absolutely, right? Not just the judges here for
general fatties.
Yeah, the general fatties, right? So what are you serving us when I stop by the Dante's?
It's incomplete at this moment, but you're getting 99% sure smoked duck breast.
Okay. Smoked duck breast, nice. So, like any particular size duck breast, does it taste better and stuff? Are we looking for like a larger? Does it matter?
No, it's not so much size. Okay. It would be. There's a couple different varieties. There's a mallard, which is more dry. There's the Peking or the Long Island duck, which is more fatty, which is what I'm going to use.
Yeah, well, I like massive mallard memories. Is my particular thing. I call it You know what I mean? So
are mallards Daffy duck? Is he a mallard?
Daphne.
I'm not a veterinarian.
Okay. That's right. I kill. I just cook them.
This big.
I see them without their feathers. I'm not really sure.
They're not talking, so it's hard to get the accent right.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. But you mess with duck. You know how to make your duck.
I worked at a place called La Canard, which is the duck in French.
Okay, nice. Is that where you kind of cut your culinary teeth?
I was an apprentice there way back in the day in Vienna, Virginia, a good jillion years ago.
Yeah, you always mess with the faux bois and everything. So you're talking about duck fat and duck. So like that is your ace up your sleeve.
Maybe it should be duck foie.
Yeah, it should be duck foie or duck Grey Goose. We were talking about off air.
Yeah.
If you could incorporate.
My restaurant manager is named Bruce. We put a menu item on there that was duck Bruce.
What was
he hated it?
Yeah,
of course he did.
What was the actual dish though?
I don't remember. It was it was a play on words to mess with the guy at the restaurant. He was not a fan.
He quit shortly after,
but
he's
still there.
Yeah, okay, that's good.
Yeah, he's got no upward trajectory right now. He's just hanging out there.
No, you're not just Dante's Tavern, which is the latest brand in Dante's Fire. So you got to check that out. Dante's fireaz.com to check out the website.
Yep.
So you revamped the menu and you made it more of like a tavern. And of course, does it change your hours at all?
Not quite yet, but we're going to try and stretch open for lunch and bring late night kind of back into the fold.
Hell yeah. And then of course you'll have like a full menu late night too. So this is one of the best things about Dante's, right, is that when all the other restaurants close, and in this town they close at like 7.
They roll up the streets early.
Yes, they do. It's stupid. It's stupid, right? And sometimes you're working, you have an event, or you go out, you catch a buzz, you want to grab a nice bite to eat that isn't drive-through. Dante's is the answer. So you sit down there, you have this nice, elegant, almost East Coast vibe kind of dinner, but Dante's Tavern now, is still that kind of like dark, cool, suave aesthetic. Are you changing the appearance on the inside at all?
We're not messing with the appearance. We're trying to shoehorn some pool tables in there.
Okay.
And that's been a bit difficult to kind of, the dining room.
Yeah.
So if we put down a pool table, then, a
there
lot of people
goes
are
half
standing.
your tables. Yeah, dude. Yeah,
So we're running into that brick wall quite literally.
Yeah, right.
Which can be a lot more of the grilled cheese heavy, which I know you've done a tour or two of the grilled cheeses.
I'll tell you what I just did. I'm fat, right? So, and I'm trying to lose weight, but I fail. So I was craving some food, some comfort food. I went to the delivery app, and there was a buy one get one. Ooey gooey. Yeah, so I ate 2 of your grilled cheeses.
Another sucker. They love those discounts, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. You got me. I souped it up. I added some mushrooms, some sauteed onions. And what else did I add on there that I think it was like jalapenos or something.
Yeah.
Oh no. Chilies, green chilies. Yeah. So
poblanos.
The poblano chilies, right? So I had basically like a vegetable grilled cheese where I was
surrounded by bread, carbs, and cheese.
I was like, it's healthy though. It was healthy.
Did you polish off both orders of fries?
Within 2 days. Okay, so I didn't eat both orders in one sitting. I was like, I gotta face myself
right there.
But what you do with the ketchup is amazing too. Tell them about that ketchup.
So it's sriracha ketchup. It's the easiest thing in the world to make. Anybody can do this at home. So sriracha has a cooler cousin. It's called sambal leek. So it's the same flavors, but it's a little bit more rustic, so more chunky.
Yes.
Just that and ketchup. Mix it up to your particular pain level.
Yes.
And put it in a container and just dip those garlic fries in it.
I'm telling you, Kendall.
What cut are these fries?
These are
they're like McDonald's.
Shoestrings. Yeah.
They're like McDonald's, dude. And they're comparable to McDonald's fries where I'm like, damn, these are good fries.
You want to hear a dumb thing? So I was talking to a fry broker. There's a guy that's sold, and the smaller fries mean more trips to the mouth. So the smaller the fries, the more you
have to shovel faster.
Right.
More trips to mouth, which it equates to value. It's the dumbest thing as opposed to a steak cut fry.
Science.
Like just equations. I'll just get 8 of those.
Right.
As opposed to, now you're getting 60.
Yeah. Okay. So no, I can see the
matrix there, dude.
The psychology there, right? It's like, since I have more trips to the mouth, I got more food. When really, per ounce, it's the same. Yeah. As opposed to those big chunky fries.
Yeah.
It can be too big. Sometimes it can be too big, right?
No.
I'm not touching that one.
Fair enough. We're keeping the conversation moving on to podcast broadcast. Meet the Chefs happening this Sunday, 2 to 6 p.m., $35 tickets. That's it for all the food, plus tons of drink specials drink samples as well. So food samples, drink samples.
We got Blue Moon and Del Bach back.
Yep, in the casino. So you can join us 2 to 6 p.m. this Sunday. Get your tickets now at kfma.com. Keeping this conversation moving on to podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. When it comes to fries, you can never have too big. If it's too big, it's just a potato.
My other half and I were discussing, because I'm a fry hater.
You're a fry hater. Why?
Yeah, I think French fries are overrated.
Okay.
I'd rather onion rings, tater tots, sweet potato fries, because just regular fries are boring. But I am starting to find the size mattering. And I think the bigger steak fries are better than the little fries.
Ooh.
But I don't know. I think there's something weird going on where it's it needs to be very small and thin, like the shoestring, or it needs to be big and fat, like the steak fries. The middle size, those are the worst fries.
What say you, Chef?
I have a disdain for steak. The bigger the fry, the less a chance that I'll ever eat it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm down with the curly. I'm down with the boardwalk with the malt vinegar. Love that vibe.
Yes.
But I will destroy some tater tots. Mm-hmm. Sweet potato fries are good, but you gotta put the right thing with them. Like with ketchup, they kind of suck.
But aren't those sides better than regular fries? Wouldn't you choose tots over fries?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
No, not for good
What
fries.
about onion rings over fries?
Oh, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Onion rings is its
onion
own
rings are
thing.
good, but it's like once you get to the third one, you're like, I'm kind of done with this.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how I
how
feel
many?
about
How many?
fries.
What? No, people house fries. They can
They
eat up to
do.
100 fries depending on the size of the fries.
Yeah, there's people like they're just gonna have one or two, and there they are 20 minutes later, just like licking the bottom of
Yeah.
Can we have your fry broker on soon? I want to talk to that guy
The
for like
fry
an
guy.
hour. Yeah.
No, you know, food science
Has it
is a
down to
thing.
his science.
Legitimately, food science and believing the customer has value when they buy these things, and it's just like, okay, they come back and they're like, yeah, I got my money's worth. When really, it's just like it literally is a psychology.
I want to hear him talk about color theory in fries.
Yeah.
It's like the more burnt orange, like they'll take
And
more.
then there's the whole divergent of the coated versus non-coated. Ones that are made to stay crisp, the Thunder Crisp variety that's supposed to make all of the deliveries. You can just microwave them when they get to your house, and they're still crispy.
Really?
Yeah.
So they're getting that technology there.
They're getting off the reservation, dude.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm a fan of that. I mean, because that's the one thing that's difficult to do. And I'll tell you what, with your fries, I was eating them. I reheated them in the microwave, some of them, and I was eating them cold. The smaller ones and the cold ones hit. You know, so I was like, oh man, cold fries. Go figure.
Are you doing the tallow school of thought?
Oh no.
No.
All right, so
no.
We're gonna have more here with Chef Ken and everybody. Earlier this morning, we did another edition of Yas or Hell Nah. In case you missed it, went like this. Check it out. Rock 102.1 KFMA, it's Beefy Presents. Joining us now in studio, ESPN Radio's Justin Spears. Good morning, Justin.
Good morning.
All right, now, Yas Money loves the smell of Justin Spears in the morning. Yeah, I mean, that's just a little behind-the-scenes factoid of you. Justin comes in smelling fresh, and I say, enjoy the young man smell while you can, because according to science, it has been confirmed that the old person smell is a real thing. And it's not as old as you think. That's the scary part. This is a biological phenomenon that's caused by an epidermal change. And it will hit most of us as we get older. Once a person hits 40, the production of an organic compound starts increasing, thereby causing that lovely old person aroma. And since you're used to living in your own skin, you don't even know you have that old person smell. So real quick, do I have an old person smell, Kendall? Please tell me.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, come on, dude. Do I smell like an old person yet?
I'll give you a sniff later. I don't know.
Please,
about,
get a good sniff, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think I have an old person smell yet, as you're giving a face.
No. I don't think so.
Do you really want us to tell you?
Yeah, no. As a friend, I think it's
Tell you smell good. I should be able to tell you smell
bad. Yeah, there's a flip side to that coin.
Yeah.
You would assume, right?
Totally.
All right. I'm just paranoid now because I'm like, old person smell starts at 40.
We'll smell you right. We'll smell you after this.
I showered yesterday, you know. And I did get some pheromones running because I hit the treadmill before I came into the show this morning. So, you know, maybe I got some musk and hopefully it smells young.
We're not going to smell you today.
Yeah, no, you can smell me today. I don't smell bad. Anyways, let's get into a round of hypotheticals. We got Miss Yas Money in studio. It's time for another edition of...
Is it a yes or is it a, oh, hell no?
All right, so what do we got today, Yas?
Name dropping. You like to name drop, Beef?
Well, I mean, what's the scenario exactly?
Well, mentioning famous people or connections every chance you get. I mean, I personally know somebody like that.
Yeah.
It gets a little annoying. It's like, come on, just finish the sentence. It doesn't matter where you're, like, just get to it.
Right.
You know, land the plane.
Right. What do you say, Kendall?
I'm going to say yes.
You name drop?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you name drop?
Well, I mean, it's kind of adjacent. It's more like my little celebrity run-ins, you know? That's what I'll boast about and name drop.
Right. When I was hanging out with Kevin Smith, right, I name dropped that I knew a couple other like famous musicians. He wasn't impressed, but he gave me a bunch of weed. I do name drop. I name drop when I can, when I see the opportunity, like the squeeze it in there. So I don't know, it's kind of fun. What do you say, Justin? You hobnob with a lot of celebrities.
Well, speaking of name dropping and weed, I did smoke with YG and Kid Ink at the Pima County Fair once upon a time. So I guess I'm name dropper right now. I am that guy.
YG and Kid Ink.
No, honestly, I can't stand those people. It's okay to do it every once in a while, you know, because like we all have our run-ins with high-profile people. Yeah. It happens, but to constantly do it, I'm right there with Yas. Like, Just land the damn plane.
Not
tell the story.
Not to one up you, but to absolutely one up you, I smoked out with Tommy Chong.
Oh, dude,
that's right. That's right. When you're talking about the smoke out scale, the only thing higher than that is Snoop Dogg and then Willie Nelson. That's it. That is the smoke out hierarchy. Seth Rogen right under Tommy Chong.
Yeah, he's under.
Yeah. So,
but see, name dropping's fun.
Okay.
Storytelling.
All right. Hell yes on that. All right. What's another hypothetical yes?
Recording every workout. Turning basic gym sessions into a documentary, aka Rico.
This guy, I was like, I wish he was here right now just to see his face. He can't deny it. I mean, if you follow Rico on social media, every time he goes to the gym, you'll see a story on it.
He always does the same exercise too.
Yeah,
it's the kettlebell moving around his waist.
We never see variety in like his videos.
Why was the camera between his legs?
You know what? I think he's talking to somebody, and he blurred it. Yeah. He's posted thirst traps and stuff. I'm like, dude, if you get any weirder, I'm gonna have to put you on mute. All right, not blocked, but just mute. I don't need to see your balls while you're bulging, in my stories. But yeah, that's a hell yes for him. Hell no for me, dog. I don't share that. Kendall.
I'm going to say hell no.
Yeah. And Justin?
Yes.
You say hell yes. Okay.
One, it could hold someone accountable. If posting on social media is a way for them to be like, hey, I got my workout in. Great. And if you got it, flaunt it. Rico's got it. Flex to the ladies, man.
He's got it because he's worked hard on it, but at the same time, since he does the same pose and he usually wears the same things, how do we know he's not just resharing the same video? I don't know.
You can tell by the length of his hair.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
those are the details. Okay. Those are the details.
It seems like you've been focusing hard on those stories.
No, well, I didn't know that until you wanted to know the timeline.
Okay, fair enough. All right, give me another hypothetical.
Posting every single vacation detail. So oversharing your trip so hard, it stops looking relaxing. And it does. I feel like I've seen people do that where it's like they're on vacation and it's beautiful. And then it's like consistent. This landed, the room, check-in, the view, my meal.
Yeah, too much. Too much. Trying to create FOMO and others,
Yeah.
I just do one post and I don't even include pictures. I just do a couple paragraphs. Start off with Dear Penthouse Forum. And then go into the details there. So, but beyond that, I like the post, meaning after vacation. Mm-hmm. Then you do like a post or a dump, so to speak.
Oh, you don't post in real time?
No. Because at the same time, I'd like to enjoy my vacation. I don't want to document it because that's work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you say, Kendall?
Yeah, it's a nah. Plus, it's not safe. Then people know you're away. You're not at home, you know?
Yep.
So
Hot girl problems.
It's better to definitely post afterwards.
Yeah, Justin?
Yeah, same. Now, I post in real time, but I post once or twice a day. Like when I was in Hawaii recently, there were so many things that I did not post. You guys got the goods, but I made sure I enjoyed myself.
I did enjoy following your adventures in Hawaii.
Yes.
So, as friends, keeping updates on friends, that's good. For acquaintances, not good. All right, that's another edition of...
Is it a yes or is it a, oh, hell no?
All right, we're going to have to let Justin Spears go. He's going to be co-hosting Spears and Ali on ESPN 1490 with Ali. Thank you for joining us, Justin. And we got your F My Life coming up next and a whole lot more. Stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Private jets around the world.
Back to the show.
So if a large number of jets suddenly flee the cities, it may be a warning sign for the rest of us non-rich folks that they know something we don't.
Liz said what? See, this is good for cities with money, though. It's not like, so we're going to have like you do post. Do you? Okay, so posting. It would be literally just all the military planes. Reasons.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Examples and reasons, benefits of it. Right. Yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I can see in Miami or LA, only all the riches.
That's a
if you leave the town, then you're doomed, LA. Yeah, for sure. I can see that. I mean, it's an app or it's a website.
Just go to the gym, like, oh, there's that guy that does
that.
I know
that. That's one that
Justice Spears pointed out. When there's like mysterious helicopters in places, so I know if anybody is going to be tracking anything in the air, make sure you're following Dan Mari's on KO.
Yeah, he'll tweet about it first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So he's always like every once a month. What was that boom sound?
The sonic booms.
Is the rest just
he's the only one that feels the earth move.
In that area.
It's very,
No, I
very,
get it. There's other
I eat
people
liver
that
every
back
morning.
that up.
Oh,
but
Rob?
yeah.
Oh, well, that's
It started
why
to
you get a
become
body
part
like
of this
that.
trade. What were you gonna ask?
No,
So
well,
yeah,
I mean,
just
that's
another
just what we
apocalypse
figured
trending
because
app
it's like,
there, so
well,
that's good to
you
know.
wear
and
all
website,
black
so
every
follow
time.
that.
Yep.
And
All
then
right,
you're
what
doing
else
the
we
same
got?
exercises that you post
Do
over
you
and over again. So
guys
then we were like, we don't know
remember
what's
Sizzler?
real. Like,
Maybe
what
he
if
just put
Hell
AI and
yeah.
wanted to like do
Sizzler.
variations
Man,
of
do
his
I
Exactly.
remember?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
You don't know.
Sizzler was my
you blurred
gateway
your crotch
buffet.
in your
You
latest
know,
one.
and
I
it's
don't want
true.
for
You
you
can
to
order
order
shrimp and
bulging.
steak.
Uh,
She never
outline.
did. My parents would take me there for the
Yes,
salad
I
bar.
think when it's
And of course,
extremely
when I was a
bulgy,
kid
I
going to the
like the thing,
salad
'cause I'm
bar,
like,
I would
nobody
skip
gets
the
freebies
salad, just
nowadays.
load
Yeah,
up
no, I
on
get
just
that.
the
You gotta
carbs.
Yeah,
That's
you know
it.
something
Garlic
else that you
toast.
shouldn't be
What would you
posting
get
online?
from the Sizzler, Shane? I know
peace
that
sign in
you're
the picture.
lighting up a little
No,
bit. no?
everything.
Everything.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Apparently, you
She's part
shouldn't.
Asian, dude.
I'm
She
a
can do
fat
that.
kid. at
No,
heart.
I'm telling you why you
Right,
shouldn't
I was
do
a
that.
fat kid
Well,
and
let me
at
get to it,
statue,
guys.
right?
So,
So
yes,
this is legitimate
mac and cheese,
warning
cheese sauce.
to
They had
everybody
cheese
out
sauce
there if they
like
like
back
to
before
throw
it was
out
cool,
gooses,
right? In
so you just
pictures,
loaded
everything
everything
up with cheese sauce. Tell me, Sizzler's making a comeback.
whale shit?
Damn it! Yeah, I was getting so good too. Anyways, you have a choice in morning show. Here you have more morning show for morning show.
New
That's positive
tagline.
thinking.
Yeah.
It's a positive spin.
Yeah. That's crazy that I had that much going in already. It scrubbed ahead. Anyways, so there's no way we were talking for that long. I'll mention it on the air, and sorry about the double audio. I hate that. And it's a mistake on my part that I will beat myself up on for the rest of the day.
You will for a week straight, probably.
It is Wing Wednesday though, so after the wings, I'll beat myself up. All right. So what we were saying, after we had a great little rant there that you guys didn't understand any of that, but it was comedic gold, and that's the energy that I like to hear in the morning. We're on in 15 seconds, and I will kind of recap it briefly, and then give you this heads up of why you shouldn't be doing peace ears in pictures anymore, or even bunny ears on people. And not because bunny ears is madly disrespectful. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Welcome back to Beef Finger Presents. Kendall, Rico, and I hanging out here on the podcast broadcast. Now, on the podcast broadcast, we were talking about, imaging and, Rico posting, stories of him working out, and he blurred out his crotch region, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, he did that because he's not just giving out freebies to the ladies or even the gents that appreciate a good D-line, which I understand. And I know, and you mentioned feet, because there are women out there that will blur or cover up their bare feet because of the creeps out there on the internet. One thing that you might need to consider moving forward here is not doing peace signs or bunny ears in pictures anymore, or blurring out your fingertips. And the reason why is experts are saying that now with photographs and technology being so advanced, they're able to rip your fingerprints off of
my
photos.
God.
Yes.
Well, that means every
So-
photo you've done that on the internet, pretty much, you can.
But I can do it reverse. I can have my nails out.
Yes. So you're going to have to
gonna have
switch
to-
it up and show your nails as opposed to doing this. So yeah, for this to work, you have to be pointing your fingers outward, obviously. It's a double V or even some gang signs, really. Those fingers facing inward towards your chest will be safe. But before anyone gets too paranoid about this, there are 3 things to consider. This would also take a significant operation to pull off using advanced AI-powered software. But as AI continues to advance, it becomes more and more possible. All right. AI tech is moving really fast. Now, this is mostly for close-up selfies with your fingers in the forefront, like near your face, basically within a few feet of your arm's reach of the camera. So, like, you've done this before. You've done, like...
It's my favorite pose.
It
and
is.
it's
They're doing it
I
right
don't
now.
want
People
to
can
stop.
screen cap that.
I don't want to stop. So what are they're going to use my fingerprints and sprinkle them on like crime scenes? Like what are they?
I mean, the reality
with
is,
it?
what do criminals want with your identity? And a lot of people are like, hey, I don't have anything to lose, so have at it, right? But who knows just the fact that they have this option, what would they include it on? You don't know. I mean, if they wanted to frame you for a crime, technically, I guess they could. You don't necessarily have too many enemies out there that want to frame you for murder or do want to murder people and then use someone else's fingerprints. But
Right, it sounds like a very Mission Impossible style operation.
Kind of.
They would have to do.
It's something to consider, though,
Right.
because it's just another way that your identity could be stolen from you. And moving forward, our identity is the only thing that we will have left. And honestly, moving forward, our identity is the thing that's most easily taken from us. That's the reality.
You know what I'll do? I'll just strip it from myself and I'll sandpaper my fingerprints off. Can't get me then.
Stop putting up those deuces.
I know.
Those are dirty. With a duck face. I mean, the duck. Yeah. Well, even with all the tools and software at their disposal, identity thieves will probably still need multiple images to be able to reconstruct your prints. All right. So if you have lots of those pictures out there, that's going to make you more likely to be victimized. Those would also need to have good lighting and focus. So my pictures are out of the equation, but Rico's are.
Damn it.
Yep. And then they would also need something to do with these prints. Okay. So you got to be careful. Now, you could always blur your fingertips before posting them online, which might be a trend that you see here in the future. And that on top of toes. Any extremities, right?
I swear you're going to tell me in a year, they have the tech now. Keep your bulge gym photos out too. They can replicate your bulge and take your identity.
You're ahead of the game, Rico.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know why they'd want to replicate mine. I've been trying to accentuate mine for years. But yeah, I know.
Go ahead, I got nothing.
I got a big bulge and stuff, but it's all potatoes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah. Thanks, bud.
I know it's gonna be like an eye retina thing too. In the movies, the retinal scans. You got to close your eyes in pictures too now.
Yeah,
you can take your eyes.
Right, and so basically, this is the future of selfies.
Yeah. Looking all Helen Keller.
Yeah, you gotta scrunch your face and look like your face. No.
We're having a great birthday, Stacy. This is the best birthday ever.
Yeah, this is stupid future.
we live in a stupid future for sure. All right, let's move on to this breaking story here. Yeah, I know. Let me show you a picture. Now, this is a case that I've been following from the very beginning. And Rico, considering we're coming up on 5 years, he knows this in the Murdaugh case, right? Talking about Alex Murdaugh. And, of course, there's been a documentary on this. And it started with his son, of course. Now his son ended up getting murdered. If you don't know this picture, this is Alex Murdaugh. And he was found guilty of the murder of his wife, Maggie, and son, Paul Murdaugh, in South Carolina. Now, Alex was a prominent public defender or lawyer. In fact, actually, the Murdaughs, the family, has had a stronghold of this community for generations. It's one of those old southern towns that literally has, that family lineage that goes back to the 18 or 1700s. Mm-hmm. And it was a powerful family, one that they would fear. And then the problem with that is it created a nepotism and an entitlement in the son, Paul, that kind of monstrous. And he, drunk drivingly, was riding around on a boat and killed a girl. But considering the family was powerful and privileged, he got away with said murder. Then all of a sudden, Paul gets murdered along with his wife or with his mom. And initially, the community is this was revenge for Paul, killing a girl and getting away with it. But as they investigated, the story took a darker turn, and it turned out that Alex Murdaugh could have been the person behind the murders. He was addicted to OxyContin. He was in debt, and, there was a spiral going on. Now, there was an HBO documentary on this. Excellent documentary. They did a Netflix documentary as well. Excellent documentary. This was one of those things that as the story was developing, I was telling Rico, this is going to be an awesome documentary.
Here we are.
And it turns out. Well, Alex, his guilty verdict was overturned today. That's why I'm talking about it. Yeah, it's overturned the murder convictions of him and from the trial from 2021. Now, the court ruled unanimously that former court clerk Rebecca Becky Hill improperly influenced jurors during the original trial, violating Murdaugh's right to a fair trial. Now, of course, Alex Murdaugh, being an attorney, and a great one at that, he knew all these loopholes, right? So they've been kind of cooking on this for the last couple of years, and now was able to overturn his guilty verdict. Prosecutors argue that Murdaugh killed his family to distract from his growing financial crimes, and he was sentenced to life in prison in 2023. Now, even though the murder convictions were thrown out, he's still expected to remain behind bars because separately, he's serving decades-long sentences for stealing millions from clients and committing financial fraud. But
what a great guy, huh?
Right. Oh yeah, super scumbag, super crazy story. But right now, having those murder charges overturned is a very interesting development in a case that just will not go away. And that's an update that I wanted to share with you.
But then he'll just have another trial and just be found guilty again. It's like, what's the point, you know?
Will he, though? You don't know.
He better not slither his way out of this.
You know what? It's the slimiest of snakes that end up slithering away.
Yeah.
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 Write that one down. No, that was profound. Anyways, let's keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. You didn't like that one.
Well,
Clip
snakes
it.
aren't slimy.
Clip it.
Clip that.
Clip that.
Say.
Bop it.
Bop it. Pull it.
No. For AI, you say clip that and it automatically clips it.
I know, but then Rico and I were
Bop it
reminiscing
doesn't
about.
do shit.
Yeah, it does. It makes me happy.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, give him a nose bop then.
Give me that serotonin.
Make him happy. Here. Real slow motion nose bop. Right? Look
What?
forward. Look forward.
I'm not the Bop It toy.
Yeah.
Pull it.
There you go.
Bop it.
That was
Make
a
a metal
boop it.
version. A boop it.
That was a good one.
Boop it.
Yeah, thank you. All right, earlier this morning we did coming up next, but I do have an FML news story that I want to share with you. If this was an email sent to me, it would read, Beef, I designed uniforms for the Navy, and I had to redesign all of them, even though they've been around for decades. And it cost me over $237,000 just because of some inappropriate button placement.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is for female jerseys. I actually have an image. You want to see this real quick?
Okay.
Sure.
All right. These are the buttons in question that are on the female naval officers' uniforms here.
Okay.
And it's the top buttons in question. What you have is like basically on the abdomen, you got them just two lined up right there in the middle, almost like a six pack. But for whatever reason, the buttons that are on the chest
Yep.
are kind of spread out a little bit.
Yep.
Appropriately placed where you're like, oh, my nips are right behind these buttons.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty high up. I wouldn't think they're right up there.
Tell me your breast droop without telling me your breast droop. So here's the deal. The Royal Navy is now about to spend $273,000 to fix a design flaw in the uniforms for the ladies of service because they have considered it inappropriately placed and at the breast level that have been placed in the exact spots where nipples will be located for most. The issue has been longstanding within the ranks, and the move is being viewed as a positive step for women in the Navy, because again, these buttons aren't placed in the same places for the men's uniform. So back in the day, they're like, you know what would be awesome with these ladies' uniforms? You know what would be awesome. And they did that. So that was back in the day.
That's exactly a true story.
Yeah, absolutely. Where would your buttons be placed there, Kendall?
I'm not telling you, but let me tell you, they're not freaking on my collarbone.
No, I know. Those are called perky. I mean, they're young and they're fit, you know. I mean, you're young and fit too, but I'm saying they're uniform. Let's get out of this segment. Your F My Life's coming up next. Here's Falling Reverse, Rock 102.1 KFMA.
Did you get caught self-loving by your mom?
Awkward. It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupid. It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of your F My Life. These are reports and situations emailed to me at beefvegan@kfma.com, subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, you can give us a call right now at 600-KFMA. That's 600-5362. And if Yas Money, Kendall, and myself agree your life is F, we'll hook you up with a pair of tickets for either Meet the Chef this Sunday at Desert Diamond Sayurita or Silver Sun Pickups next Tuesday, Rialto Theater. That's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
With that said, you guys ready for the first email?
Let's do it.
Okay. Brennan sent me this email. He said, Beef, I entered my bedroom ready to play some Call of Duty on my Xbox. Instead, I find a note where my Xbox used to be. It read, you think you could cheat on me and get away with it? F you. I smashed the hell out of your stupid Xbox. It was signed my girlfriend. I never cheated on her.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I was not expecting that twist at the end there.
Oh, I was expecting it. But F My Life, what do you say, Kendall?
Yeah, FML. Yeah, I'll give it an FML.
Even though you're punished. Oh, say he did cheat. Would you still
if
say
it
F
was
my life?
No, I would not. If he had cheated, then I would have said big baby.
Maybe he should have thought of that before he cheats. Is that like a Carrie Underwood kind of thing?
It's the risk you take. You know, your car's going to get keyed. You know, your clothes are going to get burned. Your safety is in jeopardy.
Dear Lord. Okay. You're hoping your boyfriend's listening right now, aren't you? Jeez. All right. What do you say here, Yas?
It's not a warning. It's a promise.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, F my life, especially if you didn't do anything.
Right. He's like, I'm too busy. He's like, I'm too busy playing Call of Duty to cheat on you.
There you go. Maybe that's why she got rid of it.
But if he did, do you agree, big baby?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
You are responsible.
Well, I'm going to believe that he didn't since he said so. And so, yeah, definitely F my life there, Brendan. Those things aren't cheap. All right, next F my life sent to me by Layla. She said, my trucker husband brought home roses for me, toys for the kids, and bed bugs for the whole house.
Oh no. Oh hell no. F my life. No.
All right.
That sounds like a nightmare. FML.
Yeah, I mean, it sucks. Not like he did it on purpose, but definitely F your life. All right, next email sent to me by Milo. Milo said, I was walking my dog when I tripped on the leash, dropping the treat bag. He snatched one, looked at me, and ran full speed in the opposite direction. I had to chase him for 3 blocks yelling his name. He thought it was a new game. What's funny about this is that, Milo, you have a dog name. All right, F my life. What do you say, Kendall?
FML. That's the worst feeling when your pet is just on the loose. The worst feeling.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they're just taunting you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have a dog that when he gets out, he passes the house once, passes the house again. And we're just outside like, Zeus, just get in here.
Right. You just watch him go by a couple times?
He just got the zoomies, but like the entire block is his, you know? He's an angel. He's like, ugh, I love him.
Yeah. And you just got to get like one of those big nets and just catch him when he just
gets,
comes
eventually
by.
he gets tired and he's like, all right, I need water.
Love it. All right, 2 more left. Tessa said, I fell asleep while my boyfriend and I were getting it on. What's worse is that he didn't even notice.
He fell asleep?
No, she fell asleep. Tessa fell asleep in the middle of...
and he didn't notice.
He didn't notice. Kept going.
That's concerning.
That is concerning. Because it says a lot of different things. 1, he doesn't care. 2, you don't put enough movement in it to where he even realizes that you're asleep. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot to.
This is like at nighttime. I feel like it's kind of understandable.
I
It's
fell
so
asleep
dark
during
you
it.
can't see.
Oh, I fell asleep during stuff. You know,
Yeah.
all the time. Yeah. It's a very relaxing state sometimes. But F my life for Tessa. What do you say, Kendall?
I'm gonna say big baby.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say?
Big baby.
All right. Yeah. Big baby. Yes. And good for your boyfriend. I'm sure he was just like, that was the best ever. All right. Final F my life of the day sent to me by Roman. Roman said, beef. My girlfriend broke up with me because she believes I, quote unquote, jinxed her chances at getting the job she wanted. All right, F my life. What do you say, Yas?
Yeah. It's an F my life.
Yeah, just because he's a jinx?
Yeah.
All right, what do you say, Kendall?
I agree.
All the way around. I love it. All right, so keep those emails coming, beefing@kfma.com. No calls today, but that's okay because I do have a pair of tickets that I want to give away for Meet the Show. All right, we're back here on the stream. Rico put his hair in his ponytail and became an IT guy.
Yep. I fix things by looking at them.
Yeah, and just magically fixed Kendall's email, which is good.
Yes.
Now get a hold of those the mini dancers that are going to be a Maverick. What's the name of these? So basically,
wait. Are we talking?
Yes, the Maverick is has announced that they have an event coming up here soon that involves a bunch of hot go-go dancers that are all dwarfs. And
bro,
yes, you know I've
Micro
seen
maidens.
Micro maidens. Yes. I'll pull
I'm so
this
happy.
up. Yeah, dude, and they look great.
What is this? I'm blocking my
wow.
calendar.
They're hot.
They are hot.
They're wicked hot.
Yeah, I mean you're only a couple inches taller than their.
I'm about. It looks like. Oh wow, I'm pretty close to some of them. One of them says they're 4'12". I'm 5'2", so
exactly.
I want to hear
4'12" is 5 foot. Shut up.
Yeah.
No, you're not tricking anyone. And I'm a micro maiden. Like, so is my girlfriend then. What are you talking about?
The smallest one is 210.
Rock 102.1 KFMA. I know. So we were talking about the micro maidens that are coming to the Maverick here soon, and I'm following them on Instagram. And I think you should too. But yeah, they're going to be at Maverick. I'll pull up their flyer here. What date is that?
May 28th.
I want to. Yeah, it's Thursday. I want to get him on the show.
Yes,
so,
please.
So Kendall, please work your magic here.
Okay.
Because I think it will help better if it comes from a woman. And
then when they're here, I'll ask them to put me in a Boston crab.
Yes.
All of them. They're going to tie you up and put you in a crab.
Yeah. So, I have seen, I've told you the story of me seeing dwarf exotic dancers. So this was a date that I went on one time. There was advertised. It was up in Phoenix. I said it was actually mother-daughter stripper dance. Dwarf strippers. And so I had to go because when I saw that they were doing dwarf, strippers, I immediately had one question in my mind. And what's the first question that would pop into your mind if you saw dwarf strippers are going to be performing?
I don't know. I don't know.
Can I feed you after midnight?
What you think?
No. Oh. So the question was, how does a dwarf stripper give a lap dance? That was my question I needed an answer to. And there was only one way that I could solve this burden inside me of this mystery. I had to go see it for myself to see if, how do they climb up? Do they have a step ladder? Does somebody toss them onto someone's lap?
It's an understandable question.
Right, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just talking like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here. I'm asking like a legitimate question. How would they do it? How's it physically possible, right? This is a giant lap. It's like me trying to give a lap dance to the Lincoln Memorial. Right? That's just not easy to do. Yeah. How do you do it? You climb up the leg? What do you do?
I'll show you how honest you are, Abe.
Yeah.
Let's go.
And so the answer is they don't. And unfortunately, what they do is they'll take pictures while you're sitting down and like standing next to you. Wildly disappointing.
So they just stage dance.
They stage dance, and it was still a great experience.
You want them to climb you like a beanstalk, dude.
Yeah,
you want that experience. Like, just come on, up top. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to feel massive.
Right.
That's what I paid the extra cover fee for. Help me feel massive. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. Maybe this will be different, but this is more of, it's not like a strip club performance at the Maverick. It's more of like go-go and burlesque and really a full-blown show.
They have some guy on like the ad that has he kind of looks like a magician, but he's just holding a tape measure.
That's just rude. Like, see? If you didn't believe she's short,
right?
3'2". I told you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. You could measure too.
What is the height for like official dwarfism? Like, how close am I really?
It's funny. You are super close. And my daughter's super close too. So that's why I know. And she knows this. I think it's something like 4'10". And there's probably a couple listeners out there that
it says it's medically defined as 4 feet 10 inches or less.
Told you, 4'10".
Yeah.
So that's why, because my daughter's like, I'm so close. I'm like, I know, sorry. But with that said, it's endearing. That's why when the girl who's being advertised at 4'12", that just, again, it's like, nah. Look, I'm sure you're beautiful.
Poser.
I'm sure you're talented. You're not a part of this crew. You're actually just a regular waitress at this point.
Imagine getting denied from that group. Just like, no.
Well, yeah, dude.
Like, come on.
No, but I'm 4'12", though. That's 5 feet. What are you talking about? Like, that's math.
Get out of here, Sky High. We don't want you.
Right. I call her Sky High. I call her normal. Rock 102.1, what's your name?
David.
Hey, what's up, David? You're live on the air, so no cursing. What you calling for?
I just wanted to answer what was the first thought about the midget strippers.
Yeah, what would you say?
Is it half off?
Yes.
Oh, he was waiting.
Yeah, you were. Thanks for the call, David. Yeah. All right, we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. We wrap things up with a beef tip after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA.
And evidently, if you go to the website, they're touring.
Yeah, they aren't.
I want to see their tour bus so bad.
No, it's a big deal. Tour bus. It's
just a tour van.
Yeah, no, it's just basically one of those Volkswagen vans that
Jesus
like
Christ.
Powers has, dude. And they all come out like a clown car. I mean, beautiful looking women here. She's beautiful. Look at that model face, 3'7".
They're nice looking.
Oh yeah, good looking ladies. doing their thing. The micro maidens. Again, 4'12". Get out of here, dude. Like, she's right there in the
Get
middle.
out of here.
You just look like a normal
5 foot.
chick, dude. You're 5 feet tall. Again, look at it's like, check out.
How do they get away with it?
I know, dude. It's like, look at this regular girl with all these other, special women.
It's like going to McDonald's and having like a thing of spaghetti on the menu. You're like, that doesn't belong.
Yeah, she sticks out like a sore thumb on all these, dude. I mean, she just looks like a regular girl.
Literally a thumb. Whoa, dude.
Okay, yeah. See, I mean, look at that. This is fun.
I'm gonna fall in love.
Oh my God, so much so.
I want to talk to one in particular. Be like, take me with you.
Their physique is very impressive because I think one of the other like challenges with dwarfism is something about like their metabolism and like weight and things like that. They are in shape.
Yeah, they are.
Tip top shape.
Fit. Yeah, yeah. And, a lot of guys, they fetishize dwarfs just because they're insecurities of their manhood. And,
Is that where it stems from?
Absolutely. Because then you look and feel so much bigger. You're massive at that point. But there are dwarf-sized queens. And that is just scientifically an anomaly. Like, how do you not die? Again, this woman, very big-breasted, but 5 feet tall. Right here in the middle. You're not tricking anyone. I mean, I still love you, but again, you're just a 5 foot tall.
Are you going to show up just to call her out at the event? Like, you don't belong here.
No.
What are you doing with your
I'll
life?
still be nice. I mean, if they bring in the 5 footer in the show, then I don't want to take away her livelihood.
I know.
If this is the case, But and then
what if
I guarantee all these women have like normal size boyfriends.
What if she used to be shorter and got like that extension surgery?
Well, that's her
fault. Does that not count that she is?
She eliminated herself from the position.
Right.
That's it. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Yeah. Congratulations. You found the happiness that you were looking for. You are no longer a micro maiden. Period. Period, dude. You know what I mean? It's
the head lady is just like, get out.
Right, dude. Yeah. It's like if I was, say, a group of like
fat guys, you got in shape.
Exactly. That was my analogy I was going for. I was just trying to come up with a good, clever, like marketable name.
Right.
For
Chris Farley and Chippendales.
Yeah. Chippendales, like the fat bear dance routine, right? And then I'm no longer a fat bear. Sorry, you're out, dude. Good for you and your health and your well-being and whatever you make you feel better about yourself, but you're no longer a part of this. 4'12", that's insane.
Yeah.
That means I am 4'22". You know what I'm saying? Like that's we could all play that game.
I know. It's almost like people that say like the when the newborns and they keep saying the months of the baby for like 4 years straight.
Yeah.
You're like, what are you doing?
Yeah, he's 87 months.
Yeah,
go fuck yourself. I'm not doing that
here.
math, dude. He's 5.
Are you saying Michael Jackson wasn't black then? After his complexion
Stop
change?
bringing Michael Jackson up randomly. I mean,
we're gonna
what
get
is
calls.
you
all over
and
my
your
algorithm.
problem
I
with
can't
Michael
stop.
Jackson? Okay, well, we're not getting you canceled today because of your hatred for Michael Jackson. I appreciate it, but that's being forced.
Sorry, Kendall, you're glib. You're glum. You're being glib.
You're being ignorant.
You're being ignorant.
So yeah, but it would be great to have them in on a Thursday, and honestly, it'd be so great if a micro maiden comes in and she's taller than you. That's fucking great. I would love that.
Can you please make this happen?
Oh yes,
I'll make it happen.
Okay.
Yeah. Again, coming from a woman, I think is the perfect kind of like delivery and saying,
hey, ladies.
Yeah. Respectful. I mean, the reality is they might say no just because it probably will sell out. And it's like, we have no problem selling, so we don't necessarily need promotion.
And open the email with, I'm going to keep this short.
Oh, don't do that.
Do it.
Because then again,
they'll love it.
No, it's hilarious, but it's not going to get us anywhere, so.
Let's keep this short.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on.
I know. No, it's great. But again,
that's the email I'll send if yours doesn't get received.
Yeah. I mean, if they say no, then you could do a follow-up email. Let me keep this short.
There you go.
Yes. And if that's what actually gets them after they say no to Kendall, I'll be like, they just need some humor here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Micro maidens. It's a thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm so excited now.
I know, me too. All right, let's get on the air. Rock 102.1 KFMA. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Going to wrap things up here on the air. We'll do a little bit of overtime here on the podcast broadcast if you want to join us, youtube.com/Beef Vegan. Tomorrow morning, we'll continue to give out those 4-pack of tickets for Disneyland. It's going to be in the 7 o'clock hour. So around 7:10 tomorrow morning, your next opportunity to win those tickets. All you have to do is keep listening for your opportunity to win those. On top of that, we'll have tickets for Silver Sun Pickups and Meet the Chefs, which is going to be 3 to 5 this Sunday, not 2 to 6. Apparently, that was a misunderstanding. Not the first time I said incorrect information on the air. Don't come at me. All right. So tickets still available at kfma.com, and you're still going to be able to feast your face. All right. All right. Let's give you a beef tip before we wrap things up. The beef tip today is 6 things you should never do on a plane. Let's see if you agree or disagree on this. First and foremost, trying sleep aids for the first time on a flight. You don't want to do that. Yeah. That's where you wake up in the middle, start sleepwalking naked. It's a bad thing. You end up in cuffs, okay?
And viral.
Yep. Coming in number 5, eating gassy foods or drinking soda before flying, because cabin pressure can make that experience pretty painful and painful for the people around you. All right. Dressing without layers. So 1 minute you're freezing, the next minute you're sweating, right? So you need to have layers if you're going to be flying. Keep that in mind. You agree on that?
I agree with that. Not the last one, though.
Well, just because you like farting in public. All right. Number 3, forgetting to hydrate. Plane cabins are super dry, so water is your best friend. So don't forget to hydrate when you fly. Coming in at number 2 of the 6 things you should never do on a plane, drinking too much alcohol. It hits harder in the air, and for longer flights, it can make the jet lag way worse. I did not know about that.
You didn't?
No.
Oh, I had the drunkest British lady next to me one flight. It was amazing.
Oh, nice.
It was great.
She's probably feeling like hell.
I would pay extra for that experience.
Right?
It was great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, and the number 1 thing you should never do on a plane is, what do you think it is?
Take your shoes off.
Correct.
Thank
Walking
God.
around barefoot. Those cabin floors are dirtier than you think. Plus, it's just gross, dude. Nobody wants to see it. So those are the 6 things you should never do on a plane. Keep that in mind if you're flying away on vacation this summer, and I hope you are. With that said, that's all the time we have for the show, but our overtime will be running youtube.com/beefvegan. Thank you guys so much for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
When
Backwards,
you
peace
wish
sign.
upon a side of beef,
Duck face,
soon
Rico.
will come an end to
Don't
all
steal
your
me.
grief. But if you've been mean or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
Babuski. You want to join us this Sunday at Desert Diamond Saluita and feast like royalty. Right? I was going to say feast like a king, but you know what? You could be a queen doing this too. Then give us a call, 600-KFMA, 605-362. Caller number 10, you're going to score a ticket. There's over 17 chefs participating at this year's Meet the Chefs event. We've been meeting every single one, and I'm stoked about all the delicious food that they're going to be offering. It's basically like a free smorgasbord. There'll be samples from all the chefs and even our sponsors, like alcohol samples.
Oh.
You must be 21 years of age or older to win these tickets and to attend. So call number 10 right now. Good luck. Advanced Figure presents. It's no secret that AI is infiltrating every aspect of technology in our lives on a regular basis, and that includes dating apps now. Bumble has announced there's a new way to get people to match up and link, and you don't even have to worry about, swiping left or right, being pesky about your preferences, because when you sign up to Bumble, they know your preferences just by looking at you. And they're able to do some matchmaking. So basically, the CEO of Bumble said that people are burned out with dating apps. So instead, they're just going to be heavily leaning into AI. The company has been testing an AI assistant called Bee, like Bumblebee, which recommends matches based on personality, communication style, and relationship goals. That's what they're saying on the surface. What it really matches is your bangability pictures, right? Like, okay, and this is why I don't like this, because maybe my personality outshines my physical appearance, but the app's not going to see that. You know what I'm saying? No,
they might. It depends on how they've programmed their AI. I like the idea.
Do you?
Yeah.
Not everyone's so sure. Someone online said, "Will my AI love bomb me for 4 months and then ghost?"
Oh.
So Bumble is also dropping its longtime rule that required women to make the first move. CEO said, "We will not force one gender over another to do something first." You agree with this too?
Yeah, that was horrible. I never used Bumble because that was so obnoxious.
I enjoyed Bumble for that reason, because look, there's so many times, when the experience that women have on dating apps is completely different than the experience that men have. And it is because men have to play the numbers game so much, right? Because they're competing with literally everybody who's in the dating pool because guys are just swipe happy. Women, on the other hand, and you know this from experience, when you go on Bumble, you're just like, oh, everyone matches me. This is easy, right? And every time you swipe right, it's a connection. With guys, they can swipe 50 times before they get one match. You understand? Yeah, and they literally could run through all the options.
Yeah.
And then they say, check back again, in a week or so, loser.
But yeah, you know what I have to say to that?
What?
Do better.
Do better?
Do better. Better hygiene. Better taste, better opinions. It's like, come on, like.
No, I take offense. I haven't been on the dating apps in quite some time, and I'm appreciative of that. But don't tell me do better. When I was on the dating apps, I was doing great, and it was still an uphill battle. So I don't like that look either.
I got
Yas,
opinions.
why are you suspiciously quiet on this?
I've never downloaded a dating app in my life. I've never been on the apps.
Really?
Okay.
Never.
Yeah,
well,
really.
I think for Tucson, it really doesn't matter what app you have because everyone's on all
Small
of them.
pond, yeah.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if it's Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, but I'm wondering what people like the most. I loved Tinder because I just think, like, you just need one. Right? How many dating apps?
Sometimes
do
you
we
need them all. It really depends because honestly, there is a different quality, and you see a lot of the crossover. But then you see a little separation. There's people that won't sign up for Tinder at all because they don't want like the booty calls, and they'll go to like Hinge or something like a Match or something like that.
But I saw the same F-boys on Bumble and Hinge.
F-boys are going to use everything.
Exactly.
Because they're casting a wide net.
I love the memes that were like, oh, but I'm not looking for a serious relationship. And the girls are like, we met on a dating app. What do you mean?
And you put what you're looking for. So it's like, and they lie anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, Bumble's looking to make it easier for people to sign up on Bumble. And so you don't even have to do any of the heavy lifting. We're just going to have our AI just link you guys together. Our robot overlords are going to be like, you two should hook up.
Yeah, that's beneficial for men. If you're having such a problem with matching, like this sounds like this is going to help the guys out.
Yeah, and we'll see if the women listen to the AI suggestion. Like, hey, this guy's really nice. They're like, oh, yeah, really nice is nice, but where's the face tattoos? Where's the danger? All right, here's some weird news here. And speaking of AI infiltrating our love lives, you can now build an AI recreation of your ex, and that's continuing to build. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So the AI digital ex and the apps that are starting to form on this, it's an AI program called X.Skill, and it's to build digital versions of your former partners. Users upload things like old text messages, pictures, voice notes, and social media posts. Then AI recreates the ex's entire personality. And shared memories, right? The creators say that it's meant for personal reflection and emotional healing. But how can you emotionally heal if you're never going to let go and you're still having a relationship with someone who doesn't want to have a relationship with you?
This is the biggest hell nah I have ever heard.
The AI doesn't even want me. The AI doesn't even want me.
Yeah.
He didn't want me in real life.
That is horrible.
Okay, couple
That
quick
is
questions
horrible.
with this on the surface. Okay, let me ask a woman this: is this romantic or is it serial killer energy?
Serial killer energy.
I mean, if I can fix him.
Yeah, whoever it is doing it, it's no, stalker energy.
If they make it super accurate, do you think the AI X will still ignore your texts?
Yes.
Is flirting with an AI version of your ex cheating?
No.
That's a question. That's a 2027 question.
I'm going to say
if
yes.
you are sexting with your AI ex, but you're not actually sexting your actual ex and you're in a different relationship, is that cheating?
Even if it's not your AI ex, just anything that's an AI posing as a person that you're communicating with and having an emotional relationship with, nah.
Yeah, but it's not a person. It's a program.
But that's still cheating.
Yeah, see, that's the debate moving forward. And I don't disagree with you. But I have a feeling that there are going to be people out there that do, meaning that it's like, hey, if this is just a program, then what's the big deal?
Because there's people out there marrying AI.
I can't touch. I can't touch.
Oh, you will soon, and then you'll be able to program the personality into that dill.
Mm-hmm.
And it's robotic. and it never rests. Anyways, all right. So there's AI infiltrating everything. Let's hit the reset. We got another round of TikTok Tells Me coming up next on Beef Vegan Presents. Don't go away. Rock 102.1 KFMA's Beef Vegan Presents back here live on the air with Miss Kendall, my young friend who's constantly on social media, is coming across these life hacks on TikTok where she does her due diligence to see if these life hacks are worth trying and implementing in our lives. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for another round of TikTok Tells Me. So what did TikTok tell you today, Kendall?
I saw a viral TikTok where this guy is claiming that you can make your fruit last longer if you soak your fruit in baking soda and vinegar.
It also sounds like making your fruit gross, dude.
Well, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on.
Well, you rinse it off after. You don't just leave it soaking in there.
Baking soda and vinegar to clean it out?
To clean, and that it will make it last longer, your produce. Like, it will prevent it from spoiling.
Are you sure none of the vinegar kind of gets absorbed into the fruit and then you have vinegar tainted fruit? Because that sounds gross. I mean, if you're talking banana and you got to peel, then no big deal. But strawberries, I don't want vinegar strawberries. That's a bad strawberry.
Well, you rinse it out really well after. I mean, just like vinegar is used to like clean a lot, right?
Yes, yeah.
So if you clean your stove, it's not like, oh, now what I'm cooking on smells like vinegar or something.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I see your point there.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like, I mean, first off, this is something I would never do, period. Just
really?
It just seems like too much effort for fruit.
But don't you hate that feeling when you go get groceries and then like 2 days later you want to go eat your fruit and it's already bad?
That, and also finding the little bugs that are inside your strawberries.
Well, that's a whole nother thing. I mean, it's gross to eat strawberries because every time you see one of those videos, be like, oh, by the way, tons of maggots living inside those and they're so tiny you never even know. Yeah.
Because it causes, when you mix them together, the baking soda and the vinegar, it causes a chemical reaction. And so you see it like bubble up and then you dump it out and you see all the dirt and everything and debris that comes off. You rinse them real well, dry it real well. That's the other part of this hack, is that you have to make sure it's super dry.
All you're convincing me is just to never eat fruit. In this entire segment right now, I'm just like, yeah, fruit is probably the grossest thing ever now. It's delicious, but also, with between dirt and bugs and maggots, like, ugh.
Yeah, it's fruit season. Fruit season is upon us.
I know.
Nice and refreshing this time of year.
So would you do this, Yas?
No.
Yeah, that's a hard no for you, huh?
Nor. Big ol' hard nor.
Yeah, I would never do this. So I don't know if it would work. I just never would do it. And I'm going to assume that it doesn't work either. So what say you?
It's partly true. I mean, it's going to help clean it, but it's not necessarily going to help it last longer.
Right. Okay, yeah.
Like cleaning it in general helps fruit last longer, but this specifically is not like some magical combination.
Yeah, baking soda and vinegar seems like it would taint the fruit. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got?
I was going to make a tainted fruit joke, but we'll move on.
No. Tell me your tainted fruit joke, please.
I was just going to say, I think you like fruited taints. Okay.
Okay. So you should have probably moved on.
Yeah.
All right. I love that you try though. You're like, I can out dirty you. Okay.
No.
Come on, girl.
All
Fruited
right.
taints. All right. What's the next thing that TikTok
All
told
right.
you?
So now I saw this video on TikTok where wellness people are showing that when you have your bedtime routine, do a salt stomping before you go to bed. Have you heard of salt stomping?
I have not.
No.
Is it exactly how it sounds though?
Pretty much. It's specifically the Epsom salt.
Okay.
You put that in your bath to relieve your muscle tension, but they're just putting it like on a tray and then bare feet right onto the salt. Stand in it for 10 minutes.
Do you actually stomp though, or you just stand in it?
You just you can stomp around a little bit.
Well, it sounds like salt standing, not salt stomping. I want to. I mean, am I, marching? Am I doing a little dance?
It's not like you're making wine and stomping, a bucket of grapes. You're
Okay,
not
there
like
you go.
knee deep in the salt. It's just a little bit.
That's exactly what I was thinking about with salt stomping.
So we can call it salt standing.
Okay.
But that it's supposed to help exfoliate your feet. It's going to reduce your cortisol. It's going to reduce inflammation, and it's just going to give your whole body a detox and help you sleep better.
Yeah, I understand that. All my hippie friends would be like, absolutely, 100% salt of the earth. It is the miracle. and you utilize it in everything in your life. I don't think that medically speaking, this would actually work. I think it's a whole lot of like nothing, right? More kind of mystique than actual like results. So I'm going to say with this TikTok trend that it's false. I get that people would say they would swear by it, right? But same thing with like vortexes and things like that. And I'm not 100% convinced that they do the things that they do. What?
Witchcraft.
Yeah, right? So what would you say? You think this is a TikTok trend that's worth trying?
No.
Yeah. So you're with that. Okay, well, you did the research. Did TikTok told you to stand on salts in the bathtub? Does that do anything for you?
Well, it's mostly misleading.
Okay.
But it does exfoliate your feet. It's definitely going to help with that. You're going to feel, it's going to be relaxing. It's going to kind of give you a pseudo spa experience. So you might feel more calm, less stressed while you're doing it. So it's kind of like everything, almost like a placebo effect. So it's not necessarily medically proven.
There you have it.
But it's probably a nice little part of your nighttime routine if you want to squeeze it in there.
No, this portion of TikTok tells me is brought to you by the word placebo. That's right. If you believe it to work, then maybe it will. All right. So excellent job there, Kendall. That's another round of TikTok tells me. We're going to hit the reset. When we return, we're going to give away that family 4-pack of tickets for Disneyland. So stick around. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. KFMA, it's Beefy Presents. Congratulations to Frankie for picking up that 4-pack of tickets for Disneyland. Tomorrow morning around 7 o'clock is going to be your next opportunity to win that family 4-pack. So just keep listening. Keep riding with us for more opportunities to win. And thank you, Disneyland, for hooking that up. Speaking of amusement park tickets, wink, wink. We do give them out every Beef Games, and one of the sponsors of Beef Games is Tucson Games and Gadgets. And joining us in studio is Shane from Tucson Games and Gadgets. Good morning, Shane.
Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm going to respond for everybody.
Okay, great.
Yeah. We're good.
All
They're
right,
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Glad you're doing good, Tucson.
You know what? I got to get you out to this next Beef Games. It's going to be a 5-year anniversary for Beef Vegan Presents on this next one. It's going to be on a Friday, June 5th. So it's Kismet. It's a 5-year anniversary on the 5th at Beef Games. We've had a lot of fun doing Punish Me Daddy.
Okay, great.
That's a game that's provided by Tucson Games and Gadgets that Shane introduced us to. And it is one of the most fun party games you could think of.
Yeah.
And it's an independent game provider who basically came up with the concept of the game. Yeah. And so what we did was we cherry picked some of our best scenarios, presented them on stage, and it was just 10 minutes of hilarity, dude. Straight up.
No licking armpits this time, though.
No licking armpits, but people's pants were disposed of, right? Yeah. It was good stuff. So with Shane from Tucson Games and Gadgets in studio, that means we're going to do another round of Tap Out coming up here in about 15 minutes or so, where you can win up to $100 in gift certificates to Tucson Games and Gadgets. But first, we got headlines with Miss Yas Money. What's been catching your attention in the news, Yas?
So your friendly local conspiracy theorists are going to love this. So an artist has created a apocalypse early warning system which tracks private jets around the world. So if a large number of jets suddenly flee the cities, it may be a warning sign for the rest of us non-rich folks that they know something we don't.
See, this is good for cities with money, though. It's not like in Tucson, we're going to have like a fleet of G6s.
I mean, maybe.
Well, I mean, it would be literally just all the military airplanes, maybe.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Everything at Davis
Piper
Mountain.
Cub, a single little Piper Cub flying out.
Right. Yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I could see in Miami or LA, if all the richies, flee the town, then you're doomed, LA. Yeah, for sure. I can see that. I mean, it's an app or it's a website.
I think it's a website. So I know that Dan Maries is very good at tracking when there's like mysterious planes and helicopters in places. So I know if anybody is going to be tracking anything in the air, make sure you're following Dan Maries on KOLD.
Yeah, he'll tweet about it first.
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
for
Absolutely.
sure.
And then he's always like what was that boom sound?
Oh, yeah, the sonic booms. Oh, my God. I feel like he's the only one that feels the earth move.
In that area. I mean, no, I get it. There's other people that, back that up. But yeah.